Fortnite just confirmed the return of the legendary pump shotgun, and that's not it. We are getting a whole bunch of OG competitive items coming back to the game tomorrow, 30th of August, with the release of Late Game Arena. This blog post is one of the best blog posts I have ever read from Epic. Not only are we getting legendary pumps back, a whole bunch of OG weapons, Late Game Arena has confirmed to be staying in the game into next season and hopefully the future, and we have late game tournaments kicking off this week with not only single round late game tournaments, we are also getting 2-round late game tournaments, meaning we're going to get to see Late Game Arena set lobbies for the first time for prize pool. This video is crazy. Let's break down the blog post. First off, what game mode is it going to be? It's going to be trios with Phil or solos. I'm quite surprised to see them not do duos. Maybe there is duos, they just haven't mentioned it, but that would be a little bit odd. But duos being the current competitive game mode, I would imagine duos would be the main game mode for Late Game Arena, but it's a bit of fun. A lot of people love playing trios right now. It's a little bit different. I guess we'll see how they go. Solos was going to have to be in the game. It was always going to be a toss-up between duos or trios. They could add all of them, but I think the biggest issue that Epic knows is that Late Game Arena is going to be way more popular than regular arena, but people are still going to have to get champs in regular arena to play in tournaments. I don't think late game arena points are going to count. So if they do 3 game modes, especially for the small regions like Asia, OCE, no one's going to be playing regular arena, therefore no one could get champs and they can't play in tournaments. So I think they're a little bit scared to put in every single game mode, but it just goes to show why late game arena is so much better than regular arena. Now let's talk about the loophole, because this is the most exciting. Late game arena is returning with fresh gameplay thanks to a loophole chosen specifically for competitive balance and improved performance. You will spawn in with some of the most popular weapons and items from previous chapters and seasons. No more just Stinger combat SMGs, no more 2-shot shotgun, no more striker shotgun. You are going to be getting pumps and old weapons. We don't know exactly what we're getting outside of the legendary pump. That is the only weapon they have confirmed, but I'll be making another video in the next couple days or on my TikTok breaking down the different loopholes so you know exactly what weapons you're getting with Late Game Arena. Addressing early game feedback. Now this one's interesting. If you played the old Late Game Arena, one of the biggest issues was kids would pull their glider, sit in the sky, they'd never drop down to the ground, and then they would just drop on high ground, and it was such a pain. Or even worse yet, because they made zone take so long to show, because they didn't want these people just sitting in the sky, games would die out by the first zone and it didn't really feel like a proper end game. Epic has addressed that. They said, the time we're experimenting with rift spawning, you'll begin each round hovering 100 meters above the island with 10 seconds to decide where exactly you want to land. Looking down will force you to dive and you'll be forced to deploy your glider at 25 meters above the island. So this is going to be significantly reducing how much players are just sitting in the sky, and they've reduced the amount of time before the first zone shows and starts moving. They said you'll have under 20 seconds until next location shows and 40 seconds until the storm circle begins closing, which means the games are going to stay more stacked and they're going to kick off quicker. This sounds like a big W compared to the old Late Game Arena. This part is very exciting. I don't think enough people are talking about it. They've confirmed that Late Game Arena is going to be staying in the game. It's not just going to be in for 2 weeks and disappear for another year again like it was. They've confirmed that we are going to be getting future updates of Late Game Arena. The updates themselves sound interesting. You're going to be able to ping the map while diving. You're going to be able to rearrange your loot pool while you're in the sky so you have the right weapons on the right keybinds, but nothing too crazy. I'm happy they threw a late game in without these changes because they won't be game breaking, but it's exciting to know Late Game Arena is hopefully going to stay around as a fixed game mode that never goes away. I think the reason why we had such a big break between having late game in last chapter and now is they had to remake it for the new map, and I guess they just didn't really make it a big priority, but now it's in the game. Clearly look at the turnout. Right now it is the most liked tweet on Fortnite competitive's Twitter history. Everyone wants late game back and looks like it's here to stay. Last up, let's talk about the competitions. We have tournaments returning to Late Game Arena and they look amazing. They said throughout the rest of the season, we will be hosting late game solos and trio cups. We'll offer late game quick cups, non-prized, and cash cups prized in different tournaments. So there's gonna be a lot going on. Some of it's gonna be like the lightning cups where it's like 2 hours, you jump in, you play, you have a bit of fun, and some of them are gonna be proper cash cups. And I like this because a lot of the casuals seem to really like the non-prize ones. They're not as serious, they're not as sweaty, but they're still a bit of fun for people who wouldn't make prize money either. But the competitive players, the pros who want to make money, and myself who wants to watch the best of the best go at it, we have cash cups. It's perfect. It's the best of both worlds. They said quick cups will feature only 1 round where you'll be racing to the top of the leaderboard for 2 hours and up to 12 matches to demonstrate your skill. Remember, it's end game, so 12 matches is going to go pretty quick. You're starting in like zone 4. The game's not going to last that much longer. They said cash cups will feature 2 rounds. Round 1 will follow the same format as the quick cups, 2 hours and up to 12 matches, but only the top 60 players in solo solo cups, or the top 20 teams in trio cups will advance to round 2, because that's set lobbies. Endgame only has 60 players. In round 2, these players will compete over the course of 10 matches for cash prizes. Please see the late game quick cup, cash cup, and dates below. So September 1st, we're kicking off with a solo quick cup and late game trios quick cup. So September 1st, quick cup to test things off. Don't put prize money while they test the game mode. Makes a lot of sense. September 6th is going to be a solo quick cup and late game quick cup again. But September 8th and 13th is when we're getting our first cash cups. You're going to get a trio cash cup on the 8th, and you're going to get a solo cash cup on the 13th. Meanwhile, we're back to quick cups on the 15th, with both of them running on the same day. And then 16th and 17th, you're going to have a solo and trio cup. That is running us up until the end of the season. This has come at the perfect time to fill in that gap where there was a huge break between FNCS and the new season, to keep things spicy and exciting. I know I don't say it enough, and again, Epic has been kind of dropping the ball a little bit in the past, but this was a very, very good blog post. This was a very good update, and it came at the perfect time. I have to commend Epic. I'm looking a lot more forward to the new season if they keep up this level of thoughtfulness. This was incredibly well thought out to fill in that gap, to keep competitive players happy. Thank you, Epic.